Well, you see what we're putting on today. What? Shit. That didn't go as planned. You know what's bad is after I hit it, I kind of thought, I was like, that thing might fall. And I tried looking at it in the viewfinder and it schwacked me in my heel. Try this again. Cut. Well, you see what we're putting on today. I've wanted a tonneau cover for a very, very, very long time. I wanted one on the cat eye, but I never wanted to spend the money on one. And the whole reason I want one of these is so I can put stuff in the bed of my truck that I don't want in the weather, I don't want in the elements, I don't want it getting wet, and not have to worry about it. I don't want this necessarily for the looks or, you know, the keep people from stealing stuff, because if someone wants something, they're gonna take it. Luckily, I do have a locking tailgate, so I mean, I could lock the tailgate, so anything that's in there, they're not gonna get to unless they break that or break the tailgate. So I mean, that's a good thing. But I really want this. So for instance, like when I went on my bachelor trip in October, you guys didn't get to see that, but I went to Alabama and me and 5 of my buddies all piled up in my truck, riding 6 deep, all of our stuff's in the bed, and it started raining. So a lot of our stuff got wet. If I would have had this, that wouldn't have happened. But now we have it, so next road trip I go on, put all the stuff in the back of the truck, don't have to have it in the back seat, and I don't have to worry about it being in the elements. As well as, like I said, I can lock my tailgate, so if I have my computer bag back there, or we have guns going hunting, anything like that, I can put it in the back, lock it, and I don't have to worry about it. It's out of sight, out of mind. No one else is gonna see it, and no one's gonna take it. So it's a really nice thing. But I wanna give a huge shout out to YITAMOTOR. YITAMOTOR has supported this channel a lot with this F250 7.3 build. The exhaust tip is from them. Headlights is from them. The steps is from them. My first set of headlights is from them. I pointed over here because they're actually behind that door. I have them in a storage closet. I had to let you guys know, or else you'd be like, why the hell do you point at the door? But YITAMOTOR has supported the channel a lot, and I cannot thank them enough. So what I'm asking you guys to do, go show them some support. They make headlights, mirrors, running boards, bumpers, exhaust tips, parts, a lot for just about every vehicle ever made. Hell, you even want lug nuts? They have lug nuts. So go down, top link in the description, click the link. I'll have a discount code, save you guys some money. You guys want a tonneau cover? You can get one. You guys want an exhaust tip? You can get one. Headlights, tow mirrors, running boards, bumpers, bull bar, you name it. They probably have it on their website. Just go check it out. And like I said, if you see something you like, I have a discount code. It will save you some money, so you're not paying full price. That's the whole point of a discount code, is to discount you. So we're gonna get this thing unboxed after it tried to kill me. And we're gonna get it put on the truck. Now this shouldn't be anything hard, it's a tonneau cover. So it's not like rocket science, it's not gonna be insanely hard to put on, but we're gonna get it put on and see how it goes. I say it's not rocket science, and I have a very good feeling it's about to whoop my ass. Alright, so now we can lay this thing down on the ground. So, it comes with some weather stripping, of course, to help seal it. First thing I'm not the happiest about. One, you couldn't tell the condition of the box. It's how it arrived, but now the seal is like completely smashed. But I mean, a couple of drops of water. In the end of the world, it's not like the bed of my truck is carpeted. So, straight up with you guys, I'm very transparent. I will show you everything. You guys know that. That's why you guys watch the channel. And if you're new here, hit the subscribe button. Oh, that's cool. It has a light to go back there. I probably will not use that, as I bet it's about as bright as a Nokia from 1998. So probably won't use that, but it's nice to have it. We've got the instructions, and then we have the tonneau cover itself. So I went with a quad fold just for the aspect of if I have to put anything in the bed, this will give me more room versus a tri-fold. So what that means is how many times this can fold up. So I can make this as small as this in the bed of the truck. So if I'm hauling any rims and tires, or say wood, anything that doesn't fit underneath this, I could fold this up and then put it back there. Or I could always take this off if I absolutely had to. It should be very easy to remove. So I mean, worst case scenario, we just take it off. But that's why I went with the quad fold. Now, I feel like this is pretty self-explanatory, but I am going to read the instructions just for the sole fact of they're here. And women like to say men don't read the instructions, and that's why things go wrong. So I'm gonna prove somebody wrong from the get-go. Step one. So the bulkhead is the part of the bed that's at the back of the cab. All right, so like I said, that is the bulkhead right there. So I'm actually gonna wipe it down with some denatured alcohol to kind of help this stick to it, make sure it's clean, and then we'll get it on. So there's a little bit of some what looks like probably caulk or silicone right here. Just take the majority of it off. The whole reason I wanted to get the little bit of caulk off that was right there was you want to smooth a flat surface for this to stick to. If not, it's not going to stick to it. Kind of crazy how that works. So now we get to use this. Open this up, make sure we dump everything that's in here all over the ground. So before we pull our tape off, I want to make sure this is the right thing. You see, because part of me thinks this should go here, which I'm just trying to assume that I'm correct because this looks like it's the appropriate length. Climb up in the bed to make our lives a little bit easier. Now you guys are going to get a free show. I normally charge $5.99 for this.
Nice.
Alright, so I had the trim a little bit off, but as long as you have a razor blade, that should not be an issue. So that wasn't bad at all. Now we got that part on. Now we just need the cover. Made sure it's even on both sides. Alright, so there's a latch, and there's 3 different groove settings, which are hard to see on the passenger side, but if you look on the driver's side, you can figure out how it works. So this little rod right here folds up. There's 3 cutouts. So you slide it over to the next cutout where it'll work. So then, this little hook right here, you just have to unscrew it some. Hopefully you guys can see this. Well, that's not how that's supposed to work there, Jimmy. So once you get that hook under, you just want to tighten it down. And you want to get this pretty tight because if not, you're going to have leaks. That side's done. Alright, so now we can undo our straps up top. Okay, and then up here we have 2 straps. There's one on each side. There's one on that side, there's one on this side. And then you can flip it. So you have pieces of cardboard right here that go over these latches, and it's the same style as the front. You move this over and latch it in like so. Alright, so after some trial and error, I figured it out. So, you want to start with your back ones completely loose. You still want the clamp part of it in the bed rail, but you want it loose, just so where it'll hold it in place. And then you want to go to your middle section, get those clamped down, come down, do your end. You'll have to pull down on the top part in order to get it, and then go back and tighten your back ones. Now, the only issue I've seen so far is there's already a hole right here. And I could see the light through it, that's how I knew it was there. And it's like bowed up right here where it's not tight. And there's no clamp right here to fix that. So it's not completely tight right there, and there's nothing in the instructions or in this little kit of stuff that they send you to fix that. I mean, they send you more of these, but without a whole nother one of these, there's nothing to do about that. So, oh, I just realized this thing's not very straight. So, looks like I'll be fixing that. Okay, so I got it just about as even as I can get it. I can't quite get it completely centered, and it might just be how the bed lines are. Now, this is made for this bed, so I would think it would be lined up correctly, but I couldn't get it. But I did get the centerpiece to clamp down some more, so what I had to do was tighten up the very first snap style clamps, ones that you have to pull down. I tightened those up some more, and that really fixed that bow that we had in the center. So I started talking before I had everything correct, so that shouldn't leak, but there is still that hole that's in it. But there's also holes in my bed, so moisture's going to get in either way. But what you just saw me doing was this lock cylinder was a little bit stuck, so I put some WD-40 in it, and now we can shut the tailgate. And yes, somebody could still get in there if they wanted what was in there bad enough. You literally can stick your hands in here, which means you could stick a pry tool in there and just break that free. But, you know, they could go through all that hassle and there not be anything back there. So most people won't bother with that. They'll see this is on here. They'll mess with this. If it's locked, then they'll leave it alone. So all I have to do now is just put our key in, turn it, and you're not getting in there, which I like. So now it's unlocked and comes right down. So now we can keep stuff in there and keep it dry for the most part. Now, like, if it's full downpouring, I'd imagine there's gonna be water that gets in there, but it's 1,000 times better than what it currently, well, what it was before, because it currently now has a cover on it. So what's also cool about covers like this is they actually help with gas mileage. So Brandon, his truck, he bought it with a cover on it, and that was something he had mentioned, was that he had came up here and he forgot to put his cover on, and his mile per gallon dropped 4 miles per gallon without the cover. So I'm curious to see if this helps out at all, because it's aerodynamics. It keeps the air from getting trapped in the bed and hitting the tailgate. This just makes it more aerodynamic, helps with airflow. So I'm curious to try it out. What I am going to do is take one of these pads that has the adhesive on the other side, and I'm going to stick it where that hole is at. That way it's sealed from the inside, you can't see it, and who knows, it might prevent it from getting worse. So I just stuck that little pad where this hole is at, and now it shouldn't leak. If it does, it won't be very much. But if you look, I don't know how well you'll be able to tell on camera, but there's these holes that are in the bed back in between the cab. It's like a vent hole. So I know it's gonna leak there, and you can kind of see light through right in this little crack right here. So I'm sure it'll leak there. But again, like I said, this isn't a watertight seal, at least not on a 23-year-old truck. If I wanted to replace the bed rails and replace everything, probably could get it watertight if I spend enough time on it. That's not what I'm going for. I'm going for water resistant. There we go. Now waterproof, water resistant, where everything that's in there has a possibility of getting wet, but it's not likely. So I'm going to pause the video right here. If it starts raining later today, I'll pick you up because I want to show you guys, you know, how well it works or not. Okay, so obviously you can tell it's raining, but it's not raining that hard. But, you know, if it's raining and you're driving, the water's not just gonna sit on top of the bed cover. So most rain's probably gonna be like this unless it's just torrential downpouring. But it's raining, so we'll be able to test it. I'm gonna let it finish raining before I open it up, and I'm gonna see if it's dry inside or not. All right, well, it looks like it's about done raining, so let's pop this. Oh, it is like freaking completely dry in here. There's no water. So I'm sure if you're like running 80 down the road, the little crevices right here, there's gonna be some water probably going in there. But for the most part, like I said, you're gonna be more waterproof than if you just had the shit sitting in the bed. Shut it, and you're basically waterproof. So, like I said, top link in the description. Go check out YITAMOTOR. They have headlights, tow mirrors, running boards, normal mirrors, lug nuts, bed covers, steps. You freaking name it, they probably got it. Go check them out. I'll have a discount code down below that you guys can use to save some money at the website. Guys, they support the channel a lot. They're always sending stuff out to make videos on, which helps me and gives you guys content. So help support the companies that support me. Drop a like on this video if you haven't already. Hit the subscribe button. Like, what the hell? And if you don't want to go support YITAMOTOR and you just want to support your boy, cop some merch. So if you want to support your boy, get some Be Fucking Great shirts. I'm having designers design other shirts currently as we speak, but I currently have the cat eye on there, I have the bull nose, and then I've got the Be Fucking Great shirt, and I'm having more designed as we speak. Guys, I'm gonna be trying to drop at least like one shirt a month, one new design a month, maybe one design every 2 months. It's not cheap, but I wanna grow a brand. I don't want to just have like the stupid shirts that you see other YouTubers with that just have like just their sayings or just stuff from their channels. I want to have a whole wide variety of stuff that can be sold in stores, and I want you guys to enjoy it. I want you guys to wear the stuff proud, and when people ask you where you got it, you guys can tell me. So shop.aarontates.co. I'll have the link down in the description, as well as the link to YITAMOTOR. So if you want to support the channel, I'm not going to take money from you without putting work in. So that's where you can do it. And if you guys enjoyed it, like I said, drop a like on it, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell so YouTube notifies you when I upload, because a lot of us content creators get pushed down to the bottom and don't always notify you guys when we post. So we kind of just get forgotten about. So hit the bell, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. I will catch you guys in the next one. Be fucking great. See ya.